Are celebrity licenses and brand collaborations really boring these days, or is our style so basic that they have no choice but to be boring? I'm going to share 2 examples of celebrity brand collaborations that were released this past week, and I'd love to get your thoughts. The first is pictured here, the North Face collaboration with Skims, which is owned by Kim Kardashian. Now, say what you want about the Kardashians, Skims is a great brand with a very clear identity. And when it was first announced that they were going to be doing a collaboration with North Face, I thought that this was a really great idea. I have since seen a few opinion pieces on this collaboration with a lot of people saying that this is a really boring way to execute this license. Other people pointing out that if you're going to be doing ski wear, it needs to be bright so that people can find you in the event that something happens to you. When I saw this on the website, I thought to myself, couldn't they have gone just a little bit more off script? North Face as a brand is also not that interesting. It's only become interesting when it's done collaborations with fashion brands like Gucci. So this is a real literal interpretation of Skims and North Face together, and it does look a little unexciting. Having said that, actually this looks really unappealing to me. But having said that, when my sister called me yesterday and said that she needed like warm stuff to do winter walks and things like that, it was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, you should go to the Skims and get like the North Face collab. What do you think? Because I've seen a lot of mixed opinions about this, and I do think that when a brand does a collaboration, even if it is just as simple as this, they do owe some responsibility to zhuzh it up somehow. Now let's look at Sofia Grainge's collaboration with Amazon Essentials. This is a baby collection that when I went to check it out on Amazon.com had some surprisingly basic parts to it. If you watch the video on the site and if you see the marketing that she's done on her social, there's a lot of really cute prints that are great for kids. The line has a very kind of like European feel. Like this little smock dress is very kind of classic and European. The use of butter yellow is also kind of like a trend color. And again, this looks very European. But you guys, she's also marketing like sweatsuits and plain pajama sets. And this looks to be like a little bit of a catch-all for some of the more generic things that we see on Amazon, which is not a bad strategy. But are we buying this? In other words, are we more likely to buy this because Sofia's name is attached to it, even though it's just a basic Amazon product? Or do we feel a little bit gypped? And what do we think of a celebrity or like an influencer name attached to it? In other words, do we like the idea that it's attached to somebody like Sofia Richie, who is stylish but isn't a designer per se? Or would we rather it be some type of lower line of a designer brand that we already know and love? I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. I think I've sort of indicated where I stand on this.